Do you ever find yourself pushing day after day, pouring your energy into tasks and aspirations, only to feel hollow? Like you're treading water in a vast silent ocean, your arms aching, your spirit weary, despite all your efforts. Perhaps you wake with a heavy sigh, the list of todas already a weight on your chest. You try, you really do. You set alarms, make plans, tell yourself this time will be different. But somewhere between the first cup of coffee and the fading light of evening, the spark flickers out. The motivation you desperately seek remains elusive. A distant star you can't quite reach, leaving you to wonder what is fundamentally wrong with you. Why, when you try so hard, do you feel so unmotivated? It's a quiet ache, isn't it? This feeling of striving and yet remaining stagnant. You see others seemingly glide through their days, energized and purposeful, and a subtle question echoes in your mind. What am I missing? You've read the books, listened to the podcasts, perhaps even followed the advice to just do it. Yet, that deep-seated sense of drive, that inner fire that propels you forward with joy, feels distant, almost foreign. This isn't about laziness, not truly. This is about effort that feels like a heavy burden, rather than a joyful pursuit. It's the paradox of constant motion without true progress, a feeling of running on a treadmill that leads nowhere but exhaustion. The world tells you to push harder, to grit your teeth, and persevere. But what if the very act of pushing harder is precisely what's silencing the truth you need to hear? What if the very wellspring of your unmotivation, despite your earnest efforts, isn't a lack of discipline or a personal failing? What if it's a subtle, almost imperceptible misalignment? Quiet rebellion of your soul against the paths your mind has laid out, paths that perhaps were never truly yours to begin with. Think of a tiny seed. It strives to grow, pushing through the earth, reaching for the sun. But if that seed is trying to grow into an oak tree, when it was meant to be a delicate wildflower, its struggle would be immense, its growth distorted, its eventual bloom perhaps never quite feeling right. We often spend our lives trying to grow into someone else's idea of success, or pursuing goals born from external expectations, societal pressures, or outdated desires. We are, in essence, trying to become the oak when our deepest truth yearns for the wildflower. This isn't about abandoning responsibility or shirking duties. It's about understanding the deep current that truly drives us. True motivation doesn't often come from a place of should or must. It springs from a well of want to, from a profound resonance with what we are doing, a connection to our authentic self. When our efforts are directed towards things that don't genuinely align with our inner values, our deepest longings, or our unique purpose, every step becomes a drag. It's like rowing against a strong current in a boat with a hole. You can expend immense energy, but you'll feel tired and get nowhere, and perhaps even slowly sink because the underlying conditions are fighting against you. Your spirit, in its wisdom, withholds the vital energy of motivation not to punish you, but to protect you, to guide you back to a path that is truly yours. First step towards rekindling that inner fire isn't to push harder, but to pause, to gently ask, who am I doing this for? What am I truly seeking? It's a deep listening, a turning away from the clamor of what should be and towards the quiet hum of what is within you. Imagine walking into a quiet room, closing the door on the world's demands, and simply sitting with yourself. What whispers arise from the silence? What dreams have you tucked away, deemed impractical or childish? What values do you hold most dear, even if they don't seem to fit into the conventional mold of success? This inner dialogue, this tender exploration, is not a waste of time. It is the most profound and productive effort you can make. It's the process of feeling your way back to your authentic rhythm, to the unique melody of your own being. This journey inward often requires courage. Courage to unlearn, to let go of narratives that no longer serve you, to disappoint expectations that were never truly yours to fulfill. It asks you to trust that your inner compass knows the way, even if the path ahead seems less conventional, less clearly defined. It's a shedding of old skins, a quiet revolution of the self. And in that shedding, in that listening, you begin to perceive the subtle shifts. The heavy sigh might transform into a gentle breath. The feeling of being drained might slowly give way to a quiet sense of readiness. The external pressure begins to recede, replaced by an inner pull, a soft invitation to move in a direction that feels lighter, more authentic, more aligned. This is not about finding an instant surge of motivation, but about cultivating a sustainable, soul-fueled drive that comes from a place of deep connection rather than relentless striving. Accept that the journey back to motivation is not about forcing yourself into action, but about tenderly coaxing your spirit to remember its own song. It's about letting go of the heavy armor of shoulds and stepping into the lightness of want to. It is about recognizing that your unmotivation is not a flaw, but a message, a quiet plea from your deepest self to reconsider the path you are on. And in that gentle acceptance, in that quiet reconnection with your true north, you might just find the very thing you've been searching for. Not out there, in the relentless pursuit, but deep within, patiently waiting to be rediscovered.